Let's pray. Father God, we come before you this night, and we give you thanks for the many blessings that you've bestowed on Huckahn Township and our residents, our state and nation. Now, Lord God, lead and guide us in tonight's meeting. That's our prayer. May your will be done. In Jesus' name, amen. I'll get your address on that. Is he? It jumped out.
On my way home, probably.
No,
I-
that's between Parish and Water, it's that way.
I think it's between, I think we find it from this corner to Schmidt Road on that side, but it's major. It's a new roof structure. So I'll get into that. Because I thought it was quite odd when I saw it start there. And, there's not that many big lots on that side of the road. Okay, I'm going to call this meeting to order, October 14th at 6:30 p.m. And we'll begin with Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, roll call. Whalen said he'll be here. DeShano?
Here.
Eddie here. Slander?
Here.
Campbell? Here.
Need to make a motion to amend the agenda.
Okay. Second. To add.
First, we need to add to new business, KCI. That would be for the tax bills. We also need to add Solutions, which everybody received the bid that we had approved to go forward with the last time, so we just need to approve the amounts. And then I also need to add,
Signature cards?
yeah, a motion for signature cards. Or bank signatories, however you want to do it. In addition to that, we need to remove communication C from the agenda. And if anybody has that in your packet, please shred that.
And why is that, Mr. Shannon?
Because it's confidential and it should have went
There's only
straight to
2
the...
pages that are,
I talked to the County Department of Water and Sewer today. That's supposed to go directly to me, to be put on the tax bills, and not to be put out publicly to shame people for that.
I talked with our attorney about this, so I don't think you're correct on a portion of what you said.
But it should be removed and it should be shredded. They've already been added to the tax bills now that I've received them. In addition to that, new business C also needs to be struck from the agenda. That was approved by the county commissioners, does not come before this board, and is already on the tax bills.
So these are already put on the tax bills by the county,
By me,
by you?
yes.
But the county, you're saying, is who approved the dollar amounts because
Exactly.
it's the county that
County
maintains the
does.
drain, is what you're saying.
Exactly. So both of those are already state law and county approved. They don't come before us. They just come to my office.
So you're saying C and D.
C
C
and
and
D.
CNC.
I'm sorry. C and
C, new business, and under communications.
Okay. I'd like to leave the Bay County Department of Water and Sewer there, the first page, as there's nothing on the first page that needs to be redacted. You're speaking under new business? Under communications. Under.
What's the point of that?
It's a communication between the county and me. It's called transparency is what it is.
Well, actually, I did clarify with the county today that I should have included in all those communications,
Well,
because that
they
came in
should.
September 15th, and they could have already been dealt with prior to me receiving that from the store.
So you have N as solution, or is,
Well, if we're moving them all up, technically, you take CO, I don't know if you're talking about that or
No,
if you're just
just-
adding that. So it'd be N, O, and P in new business.
can I ask a question? Can this assessment piece just go under communication so it's documented? I'm just asking a question.
It's par for the course, it's never had to be before.
I know we never did it, but I'm just saying if we want to have a record of. Well, when these things come to the supervisor, and the supervisor wants to bring them to the board, the supervisor is bringing them to the board.
When it says to add them to the tax roll, it goes to the treasurer.
Maybe I should have went to you first.
They should have.
Is it my fault, man?
I'm
Or
just,
should we see where the popcorn went from the movie night too? Let's add that to the agenda. Let's make cue popcorn. Okay, I'm gonna make a motion that we keep the Bay County Department of Water and Sewer as C, minus the two documents of the delinquencies. And then I am going to add the solution, the KCI, and the signature cards and popcorn Q. Do I have a second?
I will second communications. You didn't mention new business C, and I will second N, O, and P on new business,
What's wrong with the one that I wanted to?
because it's petty and ridiculous.
That you donated to a party, a political party, stuff that was bought with township funds?
That was sitting in here going bad all weekend?
Wow.
I mean, are you serious
Well-
right now?
Yeah, are you serious? You run a joke every day here. So, yeah, I think it's something that we should be transparent about. The township of Calhoun paid for that popcorn. It should have went to a food bank, not the Republican Party, who you donated it to, without any board approval. There's other things I can talk about too, but why don't we just start with the popcorn, everybody? So, that is the motion that I have. Do I have a second?
Actually, I seconded it with,
You seconded it without the addition that I had.
right?
Ed, neither of them were seconded, so then we'll go through the way it is written.
So you don't want to do postage on the tax bills?
Sounds to me like you're playing a game.
Sounds to me like we have tax bills that we're required to put out that we need to approve the postage for, and a camera bid that we've already voted to move forward with, and a motion for signature cards, which is part of normal business.
In donating to a political party by the township treasurer, isn't it? Township business? Maybe we should.
You know what, if we wanna talk about people donating and all that, let's go for it. I'll second it.
Because, you know, here's the thing. We gotta come together, or else absolutely nothing for this township will be accomplished. And if, talking about popcorn that costs $10,
Oh, no.
or 20, or I'm just saying, I would think that that specific committee would have sent a letter, but let's get this meeting going.
Yep.
We just burned out 10 minutes.
Roll calls or ayes on that? Roll calls or ayes?
All those in favor? Aye.
What is the motion on the floor? It got so contrived and confused.
Okay,
Maybe
so
it's miscommunication.
N is to be added, KCI. O, Sullivan, Solutions, or whatever the,
Solution.
yeah, solution. P is motion for signature cards. Remove communication C, except for the first page. And under new business, have C removed, and then add Q for popcorn. Campbell seconds.
I said to remove C.
Except for the first page. You said nothing needed to be redacted, correct? Okay. And we have all ayes or no?
All in roll call.
Okay.
DeShano?
I accept adding Q.
Eddie, yes. Schlander?
Yes.
Campbell?
Yes.
Okay, previous meeting minutes.
I would make a motion to accept September 8th, 6:30 minutes.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed?
I'll make a motion to accept the September 22nd, the October 6th, also those meetings.
We have to do them one at a time.
Okay, I'll do September 22nd. Let's see.
Somehow I missed that page.
It was behind October
Oh,
6th.
okay, no. Oh,
Yes, sir.
no, it's not here. I do not have that page in my packet. I have October 6th here, so you said September 2nd.
September 22nd
22nd,
is
The
the workshop.
workshop.
the workshop.
Says draft on it. That helps.
Keep on going. Okay, this one.
It is. It's not in it. That's okay.
Okay, Campbell seconds.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, treasurer's report.
No, we have one more.
October 6th, was the other one. You made a motion to accept it?
No, I did
Not
the
October
20,
6th.
I did the 22nd.
I'll make a motion for.
This- Did we read up on when it comes to a public hearing, if we're supposed to say if they supported or did not?
Only
Oh, you
motions made.
Yeah.
Only action goes in meeting minutes.
When it's a public hearing and people
What-
are speaking? I just
Yes.
wanted to double check.
Yeah, because we don't want people to be biased to the people.
Yeah, correct.
I went on that today too again.
I went through that
Okay.
when I was doing it for the planning commission.
So you're motioning for the 6th.
Yes, and
Thank you.
you seconded.
Yes, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Passes. Treasurer's report.
had a conversation with Greg today in relation to the general reconciliation. I was able to go back all the way to April to identify some of the discrepancies that have been carrying over month after month, and also discovered that the September payments that he had journalized on the last day of September, so it would hopefully correct the reconciliation, that only half the process was done. So I will work with him to get the rest of that process completed, and it should clear up some of the issues here. But there are still a couple of issues that are still holding on that we need to figure out how to fix. And hopefully that'll get rid of the adjustments that have been necessary.
Motion to accept the treasurer's
I'll make a
report.
motion to accept treasurer's report.
All in favor, roll call. DeShano,
Yes.
Eddie, yes. Schlander,
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Fire department report.
Radios. I'm gonna call Anderson, get firmware updates on the radios. All the radios need firmware updates as well as the chargers. There's several updates behind. FinCom just got theirs done, so it's just something that has to be done. Everything needs an update. And unfortunately, when they say radios, they don't let us do it. So I'll call them and get that done. I have a schedule made out to split up some duty during the day more to take some pressure off our current day guy that works, Chris, so that we're not overdoing him. I think we just rolled 603 calls, so we'll be at 700 plus this year. Hydrants are getting pumped down as we speak, so I'll be out tomorrow most of the morning doing that. I mean, it doesn't rain. Pump tests were done on all the trucks, all of them passed, all except the new one because it's not a year old yet. We didn't have to do it, so I'd say it was $400 this go around. Physicals, everybody was done except 2 people. I contacted Occupational Health at Covenant. She said we already have an account there, so I just gotta get with Karen and get what we need to have done, we're supposed to have done, and then I'll send them other 2 people. So all the bills for BioCare up to date, we'll have 2 more for the 2 people that still need their physicals. They had to work, they just couldn't get here, so otherwise it worked out all right. And engine 14.2, I'm gonna call Wheelands and get that transmission flashed on that, because the way it come, because that one was off the line and we didn't sign a lot of paperwork. When that comes off the line, it is set up to do per the engine that's in it 64 miles an hour. Well, I'm here to tell you, when we're on I-75, we might as well put it in park. So they can flash it so I can at least get it up to a highway speed, so we can at least do 70 to 75, so we're not getting, so, which a lot of the, Pinconning had to have it done with one of their trucks. Mount Forest had it done with one of their trucks. It's an NFPA or whatever thing that this truck has to have this. Our other 2017, we just signed off on it before it rolled off the line. So it's not a big deal. They'll do it. I already talked to Chris Curry over there. He said they do it all the time. So I'll get with them and get that finished. But outside of that, things are rolling along. We're busy. And that's it. Nothing else. Pretty quiet. No, it's not quiet, but
You need a computer over there.
yeah, I see it's on the agenda, so.
But
Yeah.
Hayden went through and they couldn't update your computer.
Right, so it's on the agenda, and I talked to Lori today, and they're coming back in this week to look at internet lines and whatever, for lack of a better word, gobbledygook we got going on between this whole building. It's messy to say the least, so I can help them and show them where things are at and whatever else, but it's messy. So things were just kind of whatever together, so I'll get them through that when they get there tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, Wednesday?
No, it's the 22nd.
Oh,
So next week.
I've been here since Sunday, so I don't know.
Make a motion to accept the fire department report.
We should
All
be
in
good.
favor?
Aye.
Parks and Rec report.
We do have an event coming up this Saturday at the hall from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's, I was talking with the committee chair, and it is certainly our most ambitious event that we've held so far. So we have a lot of vendors coming out. It's going to be a really fun event. And share it with your friends and neighbors, a lot of good information.
Stuff.
Yay, awesome. So we're gonna have sheriff's department, fire department, many agencies, organizations, nonprofits, and some service businesses as well. It's really grown pretty substantially, so we're pretty excited about that. I think it'll be really good for the community and a nice outing.
Make a motion to accept the Parks and Rec report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All report. Anything exciting over there at the hall that's happened, Dennis?
Pretty quiet now until.
Toilets are flushing?
The new toilet, it has a leak.
We'll call it Indeed.
I just found out about it.
Yeah, A&D put it in. We'll call A&D and say, hey, we got a leak on the toilet.
Is that the base or is it a line?
It's coming from the plumbing above the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is all brand new stuff.
awesome.
Yeah.
Even better.
Because they put it together and then it got taken apart and got back together and then,
It
that's,
wasn't leaking
Yeah.
a week ago.
yeah. Yep.
I'll make a motion to accept the whole report.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Bills for approval. Payroll.
I make a motion to accept the bills.
There was a few things we needed to mention.
Oh, there's one. I got one.
I have
We have
a,
the payroll, there's the
Payroll's okay. So I'll make the motion to accept the payroll.
second.
okay. Roll call. Campbell.
Yes.
Eddie. Yes. Slander.
Yes.
Christina.
Yes.
There was somehow probably an extra key hit when it came to the Ping County Journal billing. Because I added up the bills that were there and I came out at the 440, but somehow it was at 1520 on the paperwork. So I just took the invoices, that's all I did. So I would say to accept the bills modified by only,
There were a couple other little things.
okay, that's what I saw.
On page 9, that Michigan Townships Association, I think the amount's actually $240.70 based on the invoices that were there. So just got missed.
Oh,
That's actually on the same page, sorry. And Dennis, when a rental is done at the hall, are you filling out like a check sheet to make sure everything's okay so that they can get their deposit back or no?
We started it, but then I haven't been supplied the form.
Okay. It was a little bit silly, the form that was being used, to be honest, but
Yeah,
I'm wondering if maybe we should have some kind of documentation. when
we were trying to
deposit.
take just the contract and photocopy and
sign off.
sign off on it.
Yeah, I didn't notice anything, so I wanted to ask you, because I know that's how it had been done in the past, but like I said, the sheets that were being used were kind of pointless, but, we
Yeah.
should probably have some kind of documentation that it was actually checked before we return it.
Okay.
And I think the only other comment I have is, and this might just be kind of a changing of the guard, we used to have the stack of bills would actually be stamped received the days that they came in. And
Okay.
they're not being stamped at all, like the actual invoices
Right.
when we review them. And I don't know if anybody ever told you that, but.
Yeah, because I'm used to a lot of them coming with email correspondence and that coming out with a date, and I'm thinking, no, you're right, like a lot of them are getting printed without like a date coming out as a, so I think I
Maybe
can
just-
put something on my computer too, to like time stamp stuff that I put in the printer.
Potentially, I mean, you can just stamp them with the Steve
Yeah.
stamper too. I mean,
Okay.
we update them every day, so that's how they always used to do it. So I just noticed it and thought I'd ask.
during a meeting.
So those two things,
She can't tell you during the day.
I just reviewed them after everybody left, so I asked her a question.
I make a motion to accept the donations.
I'll second.
Roll call. Eddie, yes. DeShano,
Yes.
Schlander,
Yes.
Campbell, yes. Building report.
Thought I noticed somebody doing a roof job on 13 today. And I don't remember seeing a permit code for it. But it's not just putting shingles on, it's new wood, new trusses, or new framing, not trusses. It was new framing, it was converting a Cape Cod, it appears. I'll get the address. I told Dennis, because he didn't know nothing about it. I just thought it was a little strange when I saw it going down the road, because that's a major overhaul. So,
On the building permits, they jumped like 550 a number. Did we get a new stock of them or something? It's a huge jump.
And the which ones?
The building reports, it's 22, 14, 15, 16, and then 27, 65.
It was probably just a slip of my fingers.
That's, I just wanted to
That
ask
is a big-
again. It is a big jump, so I was
Looks like
kind of
the ad-
curious.
Looks like the address inputted twice.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure, so it would have just been 2217
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
likely. Okay, I just wanted to check. I knew that we had ordered some new ones for Bill, I think, so I was like,
Yes.
maybe we got new ones here too or something.
I would make a motion to accept the building report.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Zoning administrator report.
September 2nd, went to 599 South Linwood Beach Road. Owner had some zoning questions, what work can be done to the detached garage that actually overhangs the neighbor's garage. So they're a little tight in there. And it poses some problems because you can't just, if you were to tear it down, then you have to follow all the setbacks and since it's existing. So we're in communication with Jay on that one. Affected building site at 369 Linwood Beach Road for pole barn, and followed up on 465 South Huron Road light complaint. That was on the 2nd. September 4th, went to 71 South Huron to measure parking area. And then got back, we had a complaint in the office about the Linwood storage gas odor emitting from the storage tanks they have there. So that kind of filled up the next couple hours. Brad actually got on the phone with Eagle to see what we can do about it. September 8th, zoning questions, in-ground swimming pool building permit. September 9th, Eagle conference all day. September 10th, went on to 50 Schmidt Road for a neglected horse complaint and took pictures. While I was in the area, I wanted to swing by the swimming pool building permit site and found that the swimming pool was about 80% built. So we had to put a stop work on that. Went to 71 South Huron to remeasure the parking lot. That's where they want to put in a car dealership, and we informed they had to have a certain minimum parking space, amount of parking spaces. And then went to 170 South Huron to inspect the site for a crematory incinerator. On September 15th, responded to a complaint about overhanging limbs, blocking the roadway, obscuring the line of sight, and damaging vehicles. Informed the County Road Commission, and they said it would be handled by the end of the week. 465 South Huron inquired about getting a permanent dumpster in their yard since it already looks like a junkyard, but that isn't allowed, so I actually gave them a dump pass, and now they have a temporary dumpster. They're still trying to get that cleaned up. September 16th, gave a building pack to 178 Russell Road for pole barn, worked on zoning for hazardous material for Linwood storage. Went to 2900 2 Mile Road about blight complaint, worked on zoning for 468 Marion Drive, vacant lot that's for sale. 23rd, went to Elite Basement Sign Property for dumping complaint, took pictures. The 24th, went to 1736 Bond Road to check on the site for Jay, the building inspector. And answered questions and put a building packet together for 1884 Loria, and then dropped off a building permit for 369 Linwood Beach. Went back on the 25th to check on the horses, which were doing well. They had fresh hay, clean grass. And then spoke with Sam Davison. He called me on behalf of a resident wanting to build a barn dominium. On the 29th, received a complaint about 509/525 South Huron Road having at least 15 garage sales since June 1st. And on 9/30, received a complaint about 2174 Mara Drive, people squatting, stealing power, electricity, doing drugs, all kinds of bad actors, it sounds like. As this conversation was happening, the county sheriff called us, like divine intervention almost, and told us to let him see what he could do about it before we have to do anything. And that is my report for September. Those are just the highlights, by the way. Quite a few hours in office as well.
Motion to accept the zoning report.
Make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so, Bay County Water and Sewer Department, this was simply just a document that came from the Water and Sewer Department based on delinquent bills. So, first time as a supervisor I ever received something like this, so wanted to make sure that I was sharing it with the board. And do I need to make a motion to accept that?
We have a motion to accept the other two. I don't know, usually. we do
Motion
it
to
as a
accept
whole.
the Bay County Water and Sewer correspondence.
I'll make a motion for a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Public input, items on agenda only, 2-minute limit. Public input, items on agenda only, 2-minute limit. Third time, public input. Everything closed, public input, unfinished business. Second round of letters went out to FEMA, Eagle violations. There are many in progress right now. I had a lot of people get with me after that second round of letters. I believe this is going to get us down into probably the 10 to 12 category out of 52. So I feel very confident that Matt Oshpinte with FEMA and Eagle is working with these people diligently, and I believe many of them want this to just go away as soon as possible when they're hearing they're the last ones on the list. So, when it comes down to many of these people did do their due diligence in many ways, but Eagle's flood lines moved and stuff after the building processes were done. So many of them are trying to work through the problems that they have with their properties, and some of these are new owners. And then there's one on Beaver Road. That gentleman don't know what to do. He's got to fill in his basement 2.5 feet. So he's a little bit dumbfounded right now because he built the house there on Beaver Road, and he's hurting that he's even got to do anything because it hasn't been brought to his attention by the past boards that there's any violations. So, and that's the FEMA and EGLE violations. B, name badges and assembling. Jocelyn, I asked her to redo a estimate, and I put both of them in this packet, and I asked her that the first one was cheaper than the second one, and she said that she would honor the $250 for doing up to 13 badges, which is what I figured out on this side of the, that's Steve Bernrider said that he can take care of the fire department with badges.
Make badges for us.
You showed us badges at, I believe, 2 meetings ago that you were gonna.
Yeah, that we can try and get made, but I mean, as far as ID badges, I mean, I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna make them, and they're gonna lose them, or they're not gonna wear them, so there's no sense you guys spending money on
So these are